CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being sponsored by JLB Sportsman, custom woodworking and laser engraving. Located right here in Leoma, Tennessee, give owner Jim Brewer a call at 931-213-1455. All right, everybody, this segment's being sponsored by our friends over at Courtneys Restaurant and Catering. You guys can find them at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, or you can give Tom and the crew a call at 615-754-7548. They're delivering right now, and they're doing takeout, they're doing all sorts of things. So give them a call, and you can still enjoy that great food down at Courtneys right now. All right, guys, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and open the phone lines for you and keep those open. So if you still want to call, you can give us a shout, 615-737-7767. And until then, I guess I'll talk just a little bit, kind of get back towards turkey. We've kind of bounced all around in the woods and waters tonight, which is a good thing. That's what we want to do. But I hit just a little bit on patience with turkeys. Now, again, used to, I was of the same thought. I wanted to hear that bird gobbling. I wanted to chase after him and get close enough and make him come running up there and shoot him. And that is a lot of fun when that happens. And once in a while it does. But when I started taking Dad, and he would sit there and just be patient and call every once in a while, well, he'd shoot birds on an average a lot more than we would by sitting tight and just being patient. So I started kind of figuring, you know, maybe I need to sit a little bit longer in this spot, you know. So now when I'm calling, after I've waited what I think's long enough, I'll talk myself into, well, let's sit here 20 more minutes, 30 more minutes. And I tell you, and I was telling you a little bit about the story earlier, and we'll get more into it in a few weeks, but the bird that I got the other day, Mike, I really could have got him a week before I did, or several days before I did, but I messed up. I sat there and waited on him, and I knew he was coming, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and he didn't show, and I got up and moved, and when I did, I met him at about 40 yards coming right at me, you know, through the privet. So you just got to sit tight, and anybody can get, you know, and I had sat on that bird for a good 30 plus minutes or more with no contact, you know, nothing, and he was 75 yards away when I first called at him. And so I thought, you know, surely he's had time to come 75 yards, but he didn't.
The run and gun is intriguing, there's no doubt. I mean, it's awesome when you can run and gun and get one. But they're better at the game than we are, and it's a challenge.
Better. And those eyes, you know, I heard the other day, until you respect the eyesight of a turkey, you'll never get one.
That's right.
And I think it was Randall that was saying that.
It was Randall.
But it's the truth. Their eyesight is so impeccable that you have to, I mean, you cannot move.
And when you kill a turkey, you haven't learned a whole lot. When you killed your first one, you haven't learned a whole lot.
No, you hadn't learned a lot yet. You know, you still got a lot to learn no matter what. But we got a caller here. Let's see what we have on the one. Bobby, how are you doing tonight?
Doing great. How's it going, Brandon?
Doing good, buddy. How are you, Bobby?
Hey, good. I just wanted to chime in. The gentleman that called you earlier tonight about trout fishing, he's on Southern Kentucky.
Yes, I knew you would.
I just had to ring in there. I got some buddies that fish the Cumberland River right below Lake Cumberland Dam, as that's a real strong fishery down through there. You might want to pass that along to him, or hopefully he's still on the show, and they're catching some 2 and 3 pound rainbows. It's been really good down through that stretch of water, and they're in Burkesville, Kentucky, around that area there, when they got the river down a little bit lower to kind of keep up the river elevation there. You can get some really nice rainbows there close. So I just want to pass that along to you guys. Let him get a tip there.
That's great information. Awesome. I hope he's still tuned in with us. And guys, this is Bobby Gentry on the phone with us here. And the giveaway that we're going to be doing here in just a few minutes is coming from this man right here with Bobby Gentry's Dale Holler Guide Service, Bait and More, and also Yankum Custom Tackle. So thank you for calling in, Bobby, and we really appreciate the information.
Oh, you're welcome, Brandon. I knew that guy liked him trout. So have a good night. Y'all got a great show, Brandon. Thank you, buddy.
You too. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Well, what we're talking about, it's intriguing to go after that run and gun, and it's exciting. And we as hunters and sportsmen, we like to be excited. Well, I started thinking about what you said about patience. One of the things that makes me excited is seeing game, where your dad is patient and sits there. He sees more than
He
we
saw
do.
on the, of course this is edited out. We have to edit a lot out. You know, we
Yeah.
share what we can. They saw over 20 deer that morning from that blind. And I don't remember how many different hens, but again, a lot of those hens you're seeing were different hens.
Different, yeah.
Coming from different directions, you know, moving through, just acting like turkeys.
And you and I out there
And-
running, we would have probably not seen those
or
deer.
bumped them, you know,
Yeah,
come out in the
or
field and
bumped
bump
those
them and see
too.
them
Yeah,
running off. But that's how I've learned so much about deer over time, and turkey as well. But until you watch them acting naturally, that's when you really learn your deer or your turkey or whatever it is. When I stopped, you know, when I started hunting a particular deer or started hunting for a gobbler rather than a jake or whatever stage it is you're in hunting, but as you watch them act naturally, you learn what they do naturally.
One of the things you taught me a long time ago, you said you're either going to film or you're going to hunt.
Yeah,
And when I put my rifle down and sit on those two cameras,
yeah.
man, I have learned more. And I consider I'm a pretty decent deer hunter, but I've learned so much about deer in the last
do.
couple of years.
You do.
It's just amazing.
You learn, and again with the turkeys, which what we're talking about right now, it's the same way. Those hens are walking around, they're pecking around, eating, searching for bugs. They're constantly a little chirp, a little, just a little sound here or there, a put, put, put. Little sounds that if she wasn't 20 yards from you, you would never know she was making.
That's right.
And you can learn this stuff just by sitting tight, letting them move around you and act naturally.
Well, even the longbeard you caught the other day, I mean, when he caught up with you, really,
Yeah.
You heard him right on top of you.
He did, and you know, when he was walking around, you know, he came in, he gobbled a little bit before he crossed the creek, and he came on in silently. Well, once he was on us, and you'll be able to, hopefully you can hear it good in the video, but he just walked up and down this privet road. He was within gun range of me, but it was so thick I couldn't shoot him, and you would just hear him every few steps just putt, putt, putt. And he would do that every, you know, just as he was walking. Now, again, if I were 50 yards from him instead of 15 or 20, I would have had no idea he was making that sound. And that's what he was doing. He was searching for that hen, and he was just putt, putt, and he was waiting on her to putt back,
Yeah.
you know, or yelp back or something and say, I'm here. So it's just really neat how vocal turkeys really are. But guys, I tell you what, I've been telling you about a giveaway all night. It's time. I want the 5th caller, number 5 caller, 615-737-7767. The 5th caller, we're going to send you a couple packs of these jigs right here from Yankin Custom Tackle and Bobby Gentry's Dale Holler Guide Service. So again, 5th caller, 737-7767. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some more Southern Woods and Waters.